guys, so I'm going to take you into the other office right now, and we're going to look at a case study. What is going on, guys? Paul James here. Thank you so much for stopping by another video today. Today I'm going to share with you how to make money with Supreme. So as you guys know, I'm pretty big into Supreme's clothing, but I also am big into reselling Supreme. So I'll let you in on a flip that I've done, but let me just kind of preface this by saying the amount of money you can make reselling clothing, like Supreme for example, is absolutely nuts. In fact, if you manage to get your hands on some pieces, they can sell for upwards of like $2,000. All right guys, so if you're excited about learning how to sell Supreme or you like Supreme, go ahead and smash that like button. If you've never been to the channel, again, welcome. My name is Paul James. My channel is all about teaching people how to start a side business or a full-time business or just make some extra cash. So welcome, go ahead and subscribe below the video, and after you subscribe, I'll reply back to you if you comment below saying I've subscribed. Alright, I'm so excited that you're here, guys. I love all my new YouTube subscribers, and I just like to welcome you to the family. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the video and break down how to actually make money by reselling Supreme. Alright guys, so let's kind of break down the basics of how this works and kind of what you want to do. So Supreme drops every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you can manage to get your hands on a piece of the clothing at that time, you can see right now it's at 11:15, but at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you can manage to get your hands on a piece of clothing at that time, you're gonna be able to get your hands on it for the actual retail price. Now the resale price of most items is 2 or 3 times whatever the item cost during the retail. But there's always an item or two in each drop, is what they're called. So every Thursday is a new drop that basically is kind of more desirable or people really want to get their hands on. And usually what I do, I usually go for like the clothing because I like to wear the clothing, but there's usually like novelty items, like they've done chopsticks before, they do like lock boxes. I remember they did like a sake set one time. But these novelty items people really like to get, they like to collect them, and they can be worth a lot of money, and even the clothing can be worth a lot of money as well. So I tend to usually go for the drop myself just for clothing. You guys see I wear a lot of Supreme clothing in my videos and stuff like that, and I just in general like the clothing brand. But there are certain items that I like to sell too, which is kind of nice for me because then it kind of like pays for itself. You know, I'm making a little bit of money and I'm getting clothes to wear at the same time. So it's kind of like a win-win situation. What Supreme has done here is they've created a lot of hype around the brand, and it's a great marketing lesson in supply and demand. So basically they have way more demand than they have supply. And also it's limited availability. So most of the items, they bring it once and then they never bring it back again. They'll do restocks once in a while, so I shouldn't say that, but for the most part, I mean, if you can get it on the drop, you're good. After that, your only chance to get the item is to get it from a reseller. So essentially, if you can get one of these items during the drops, you're gonna have a good chance to resell it. So their main website is supremenewyork.com. And on drop day, you basically want to visit the shop/all page to basically look. I mean, if you hover over the items, everything is sold out already from the drop. So let's just take an example to show you what I mean. So today this dropped. I actually didn't manage to get it. This is something I was going for, and I didn't manage to get it. I probably wasn't going to even resell it. I was probably just going to keep it. But I was too slow, I didn't get it. But let me just show you kind of what this might resell for. So $158, right? This is an Arabic logo hooded sweatshirt. So if we go on here and type in Supreme, we'll just kind of see what it's going for on eBay, because people literally will put it on there right away. I mean, you can see one here for $450, $325, $350. And these are gonna sell, guys. This isn't like, you know, wishy-washy that they might sell. Those are gonna sell 100%. It will sell. So you could see there, if I would have managed to get that and I wanted to resell, I could have made some decent cash right there off of that one single item. You need to set your sights on an item or two. I usually set my sights on 3 items if I'm feeling like I don't really care what I get from the drop, because I usually maximum will get like 3 items. But if I really want something from the drop that, you know, I have to really focus on, then I'll just focus on one item and not try and get too greedy with it. Every week there is drop lists that come out, and a good place for drop lists is supremecommunity.com. And in the upper left hand corner of the site, there's this menu item that says drop list. If you click it, you can see what's dropping each week. So usually by Wednesday they'll have the full list filled out, and it's kind of cool because if you're a reseller and you want to see what's going to be a hot item, you can kind of judge by what people vote. They can upvote it or downvote it. So you can kind of judge here what's going to be a hot item or not. So obviously, you know, that the headband looks like it would be good. The hooded sweatshirt, you know, packable ripstop pullover, probably pretty good. So just to give you some ideas. The other thing that you can do is you can go over to the Supreme Clothing Reddit, and they have this little section that says drop list, and you can scroll down and you can basically look at what, you know, people are talking about. You know, they're saying the Arabic logo is fire. So people are interested in that, and you could just kind of see what colors people are going for. They're going for red. So it's just different things. You can kind of take it all in and see what people want, what they're going for, and you can kind of use that to gauge what you should go after if you want to resell. So like I said, every Thursday at 11 a.m., the clothing drops. It pretty much sells out within a couple minutes, and sometimes even in a few seconds, actually. So the trick is you need to have some sort of autofill set up on your computer. What I mean by that is that literally you want to have this open right away. You want to know exactly what you want. So you're literally coming in here at a few seconds before 11 a.m. and you're refreshing the page. And when you see your item pop up, you're clicking it and you're clicking add to cart immediately so that it instantly goes in your cart. Now, just because you have it in your cart doesn't mean you're on the home stretch yet, though. Someone still has a chance to check out before you do, and if they do, your cart's not going to allow you to check out. It'll just be too late. So what you want to do is you want to get an autofill extension. So there's a bunch of autofill extensions, but here's one called Filler, F-I-L-L-R, and you can go ahead, you can add this to Chrome, click add extension, and yes, I recommend you use Google Chrome. But what it's going to do is it's going to put this autofill extension up here, and you can create a pin. So let me create a pin quick. And then you can just literally go through and start filling out all your information. You'll fill out your first name, click next, you'll fill out your last name, so on and so forth, right? All of your information, your address, your credit card details. And what's going to happen then is when you hit the checkout page, after you would go and hit add to cart, it'll automatically autofill all of your information in. You can click the button up here, autofill all of your information, and just hit proceed. So you're saving all of that time from having to go and type in your name, your address, all of that details by instantly autofilling it. Now, the other thing that I do as a backup is I like to keep my credit card details in a notepad document. I don't save it or anything. Obviously, I don't want to, you know, get hacked and someone steal my credit card, but I just put it there temporarily and then I delete the document so that I can copy and paste it just in case something happens with the autofill app, in case I need to, you know, do that at last minute. So yeah, guys, that's the basic gist of it. That's how it works. Why don't we go and hop into the other office here and just kind of take a look at one of our recent flips and what we did with it. All right, guys, so I'm gonna take you into the other office right now, and we're gonna look at a case study to see exactly how this is done and what one of these flips have looked like. I'm just rolling in the money all the time.
Got jammed. It can only hold so much.
If you guys didn't see my other video, we shot $20,000 off the balcony to celebrate 20,000 subscribers, and we figured out that the Supreme Money Gun can't handle that much money. All right, so now that funny business is over, we're here in Carrie's office. I'm gonna let her take over and kind of walk you through the case study.
Hey guys, got it pulled up on the computer right now. We just sold for $230 the Supreme Men's Royal Blue Velour t-shirt.
So brand new, never opened. This is something I just decided I didn't like.
You can see we've paid $110 for the shirt.
All right, guys, so there you have it. You can see there, that's a pretty good profit margin. Now, just to put that into perspective, as you saw, we paid $110 for the item. We sold it for $230. It literally took, as you saw in the screencast leading up to this segment of the video, that it took me like, I don't know, 5 seconds to actually check that item out in the store. How long did it take you to list it on eBay?
Like 1 minute.
Okay, so like 1 minute, and then to ship it out, I mean, probably takes like another couple minutes.
Yeah.
Actually, probably the biggest challenge of this whole thing is probably walking down our block-long driveway to put it in the mailbox.
Take the boosted board.
Yeah, take the boosted board and avoid getting hit by a car on the way because our mailbox is across the street. So now that we've got that kind of out of the way, let's talk about the kind of how you list it to make sure it's gonna sell. Because a lot of people here maybe know about eBay, but they've probably never done it before, or maybe they don't know like what they should put on the listing. So let's start with the picture of the listing. What do you recommend they do for pictures?
Well, take it yourself. Like, as far as Supreme goes, people want to see the actual product. Like, they don't want to see like the stock photo as the main photo. Because there's a lot of fake items on there, unfortunately, and people want to see which item is actually yours, and they want to see the visible product that you actually have. So you want to take your own photo as the display photo, and that'll draw the most attention. And then you can also add in what you are including, like take a separate picture of if it includes the bag, the Supreme sticker, and then if you want to, you can also include a stock photo, but I would use it as your last photo.
Yeah, I think in this case, like, stock photos don't really do a lot of justice having them as your main photo on eBay, like some other items maybe would, because people want to know that it's legitimate. There's so many copycats in China that are making fake Supreme items, so they want to actually like look at the item and make sure it's legit. So yeah, good point.
And also you want to make sure to include a photo of your invoice, because then, you know, the person will know it's for sure authentic and there's no disputing it.
For sure. So let's talk about the listing title.
Well, you want to include the major keywords, like add in Supreme, because that's what everybody's going to be searching for, and then add in what it exactly is. Like in this case, it was the velour blue t-shirt, and then make sure to add in all of those keywords for what people are searching for.
Yeah, and on the invoice of the Supreme invoice, it'll actually show exactly what they label the product, so it's probably helpful to include most of those things. All right, so listing description. Is there anything that eBay buyers are looking for in a description? You know, why would they choose your listing over someone else's?
Well, you want to make it as simple and to the point as possible, and make sure you include the title as the main thing in the description, and then next you want to include the condition. So, I mean, if it's brand new, and in our case, like, we didn't even take it out of the packaging, so that's also, you know, important as well. People want to know, like, if it's in the original packaging, if that's included, and in this case, we included everything.
Cool. And then, last but not least, when it comes to shipping the item, how does that process work?
Well, with eBay, all you have to do is set up a PayPal account, and then with your PayPal account, you can print the label right on there. And it's a very simple process. You print out your label and you can just stick it right in the mailbox.
All right, guys, well, there you have it. Thank you so much for breaking that down and kind of sharing your part of the business and what you do with people, because I don't do anything with eBay, so when it comes to that, I'm kind of lost. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash that like button, and if you're not a subscriber yet, feel free to subscribe. If you have any questions for us, drop them in the comments below, and let us know when you subscribed. I'll reply back to you. And thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time. Peace out.